The top 8 fastest speedsters in the comic book universe. DC has no shortage of speedsters. It's one of the areas where they've undeniably got their rival, Marvel, beat. In terms of both the sheer quantity of speedsters that DC has to offer and the reality-splitting power of those speedsters, Marvel just can't keep up. To celebrate this today, at Marvelous Videos, we have ranked the top 8 speedsters from slowest to fastest. Let's get on our blazing fast list. Number 8, Godspeed. August Hart, aka Godspeed, made his initial appearance in The Flash Rebirth, Volume 2, Number 1. Godspeed is a formidable new addition to The Flash's Rogues Gallery. Hart started out as Barry Allen's detective partner and stood witness to the event that granted Barry his powers. Sometime later, Hart received his own powers after a Speed Force storm hovered over his city and lightning struck him. For a time, Hart acts as Flash's partner. Unbeknownst to Barry, Hart is also the vigilante known as Godspeed, an anti-hero desperately seeking vengeance for the death of his brother. Eventually, Barry finds out and confronts Godspeed over Godspeed's violent ways. The conflict ends thanks to Wally West 2, who helps Barry to incarcerate Godspeed. Number 7, Savitar. Savitar made his first appearance in Flash, Volume 2, Number 108. He received his powers after his plane was struck by lightning. Savitar hones his powers and achieved abilities that no other speedster had yet to master. He learned how to transfer speed into objects and people, as well as to almost instantaneously heal his injuries. Considering how fast and formidable Savitar appears to be, the baddie is fairly underused. We hope that changes soon. His ability to learn from and manipulate the Speed Force in new ways suggests that his potential has hardly been touched. Number 6, Eobard Thawne. Eobard Thawne, who's gone by both Reverse Flash and Professor Zoom, made his first appearance in The Flash, Number 139. Thawne is an unpredictable, evil genius who hates nothing more than the Allen family. In addition, he has the capacity for negative Speed Force generation, the ability to appropriate the speed from other speedsters, which grants him godly levels of speed. Because of these reasons, Thawne is not only the scariest Flash villain, but also one of DC's overall most terrifying villains. Number 5, the Black Racer. The Black Racer, otherwise known as the God of Death, made his debut in New Gods Number 3. The Black Racer is like the Black Flash, except he has one huge advantage. The Black Racer has the ability to possess a host and corrupt that person. This means that the already fast Black Racer can take hold of any of the top speedsters, as he did with Bart. The only thing scarier and faster than an evil Bart Allen is an evil Wally West, which the Black Racer is fully capable of creating. But even without possessing a speedster, the Black Racer has nearly caught up to the Flash on several occasions. Number 4, Hunter Zolomon. Hunter Zolomon, who's gone by both Zoom and Reverse Flash, was introduced into the DC Universe in Flash Secret Files and Origins Number 3. Zolomon doesn't have a connection to the Speed Force. Instead, he uses something called localized chronokinesis, which is essentially a version of time travel that mimics super speed. This allows him to travel at speeds that rival Wally West. Unfortunately, he was depowered during the events of Final Crisis, likely preventing us from ever seeing him at his fastest. Number 3, Iris West 2. Iris West 2, aka Impulse, made her first appearance in Flash Volume 2, Number 225. Iris may be one of the youngest characters on the list, but don't let that fool you about her tremendous potential as a speedster. Has she yet to prove herself as the fastest of them all? No. But does she have the potential to be the fastest? Absolutely. Like her father Wally, she has a direct line to the Speed Force, and unlike Wally, she was born with this link. If that's any indication of her potential, Iris has a bright future in front of her. She may even take over the role of Flash from her father one day. Iris's inherited powers caused her to age at a rapid rate. In order to help her get a handle on her powers, Wally embraced how quickly she was maturing and decided to mentor her. Even when she was still quite young, Iris proved herself against some of the Flash's most formidable foes, including Gorilla Grodd and Spin. Number 2, Barry Allen. Barry Allen, the second Flash, made his debut way back in Showcase Number 4. Barry's interest in justice grew largely in response to the fact that his mother died when he was younger and his father was falsely convicted of her murder. The pre-New 52 Barry Allen was no joke. It was said that he was the source of the Speed Force, giving him perks that no other speedster had. For one thing, other speedsters can't drain him of his energy due to the fact that his energy is essentially limitless. But what solidifies Barry's place near the top of this list is the fact that he's one of the rare characters to have escaped the Speed Force, a rare feat of super speed for any Flash. Number 1. Wally West. Wally West, the first Kid Flash and the third Flash, made his first appearance in The Flash Volume 1, number 110. His Aunt Iris introduced him to his hero, and the Flash mentored Wally as soon as Wally had received his own superpowers. Wally became the Kid Flash and joined the Teen Titans for a time. After Barry died during the Crisis on Infinite Earths, Wally reluctantly filled the role of Flash. Over time, Wally proved himself to be just as worthy of the name as his predecessor, and even reached the point where he was considering his own legacy. Wally seems to travel faster than the speed of light with ease, and has done so frequently. And unlike many of the other speedsters, he mainlines from the Speed Force, granting him permanent access to the Speed Force. The fact that Wally seems to continually outdo himself is why we have him edging out his predecessor as the fastest man alive.